Ohio Torch. Let's hear it. Speed on, my Sunday way. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 133rd Commencement of Tufts University. The classes of 1989 will begin the academic procession in. The 133rd Commencement of Tufts University will be in order.
May we live not in vain, O God, and may thy blessings be upon us now and forever. Amen.
be here today. You've been good students, good athletes, good citizens of the Tufts community. We hope you will continue to be active as alumni of whatever school you're graduating from today, as well as of the university as a whole. For the first time in the history of Tufts, we have ended up with a majority of honorees who are not United States citizens. 2 Latin Americans, including the Secretary General of the United Nations, 2 Western Europeans, 1 African, 1 Israeli, in all representing 4 continents other than our own. And of the 4 American citizens, 2 are white, 1 was a refugee here, 1 is an Asian American, 1 is an African American. Clearly, our range of role models is broader than it used to be. In spite of the continued prevalence of religious fanaticism throughout many regions of the world, and of political relapses such as Panama, we can take this enlarged vision as a sign that the mind of man, too, is changing. We dare hope that Einstein would have approved.
President Mayer will now confer the honorary degrees as voted by the Board of Trustees. I have the honor to present Bernardo Bertolucci to receive from your hand the degree of Doctor of Arts honoris causa. I have the honor to present Dante Caputo to receive from your hand the degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa. Marion Wright Edelman to receive from your hand the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa. Peter Gay to receive from your hand the degree of Doctor of Letters honoris causa. Mr. President, I have the honor to present Stephen Hawking to receive from your hand the degree of Doctor of Science honoris causa. Harold C. Hodge to receive from your hand the degree of Doctor of Science honoris causa. Mr. President, I have the honor to present Daniel Ken Inouye to receive from your hand the degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa. Frederick Torboisai to receive from your hand the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa. Michael Sella to receive from your hand the degree of Doctor of Science honoris causa. Mr. President, I have the honor to present Javier Beretecuella to receive from your hand the degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa.
I am particularly happy to greet the class of 1989 in all the schools and disciplines of this celebrated university. May the quality of your education and the satisfaction of your achievements at the Tufts sustain you in both triumph and adversity through the years ahead. May I also congratulate those who are receiving honorary degrees with me today. It is a privilege and a special honor to share this high distinction with such eminent personalities. All over the world, there is now a strong feeling that international relations have turned the corner and that we are entering a new era of cooperation among nations. Both major powers are giving the United Nations a more central place in their foreign policies. At the same time, the prestige of nations is increasingly perceived in terms of the justice of their society, their relations with their neighbors, their place in the world economy, and the quality of life they offer to the citizens. On this planet now, there are no separated destinies. Thank you very much.
Your time with us has been, I trust, an intellectual as well as an ethical pause in the passage of your life. If we have posed dilemmas and problems and not answers, then we have done our job. If we have driven you to contemplation of complexity, then we have done something. I think we have, and that you have responded. I know that you are truly prepared. Class of 1989, it is time we let you go. It is the time to commence.
As you know, the Wendell Phillips Award is one of the highest awards that an undergraduate can achieve. This year's orator is Daniel F. Feldman.
We've all heard by now, and at quite some length, the story of how Charles Tufts, back in 1852, set aside money to establish the apocryphal Light on the Hill, which eventually grew into this university. Yet when one thinks about it, he never really specified what type of light he sought to establish. A single flicker of candlelight, or perhaps 1,000 points of light. An electric light, a stoplight, a bud light. For all we know, he could have been misquoted and wanted to cast a blight on the hill, or even wished to take flight from it. But what Charles Tufts did help to create was a light of learning, knowledge, and inquiry. That light which is necessary to bring us forth from the darkness of ignorance, of isolation, of insulation. The changes that took place here, initiated by him and continued by others, were due to a mixture of idealism, vision, and action. They were changes that transformed this campus from a sleepy New England college to an internationally renowned university. This world will undoubtedly change around us, though we may wish at times for stability instead of fluidity. Change may seem daunting and fearsome, especially on this commencement day. But because it is also inevitable, it is up to us not to prevent change, but instead to influence it and stimulate it ourselves through our own personal endeavors. It is so easy to become passive and lackadaisical. Even as I was writing this speech, it was difficult to resist the temptation to put it off, to think about it later. If I could have gotten it incomplete or an extension, I definitely would have. We've entered a period of time when it is no longer enough to just realize what's going on, to analyze and criticize. At Tufts, we've learned to construct, instruct, reconstruct, deconstruct, and occasionally self-destruct. Together, we may generate even more than President Bush's 1,000 points of light. Among us, we have 1,378 points of light that can illuminate the darkness and establish our own beacon for others. And above all, someday we, and those who follow us, may look back to say that it was our generation who learned here how to safeguard the future. Thank you.
William Gregory Miller, magna cum laude. Brian Paul Bristol,
we love Tufts.